What's going on, fight fans? It's your host Sebastian, and welcome back to the Boxing Tip. Now, as you guys know, I don't really make videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's usually my two for sure days that I don't really, pay attention to too much boxing. I have stuff going on. So when I get back to it, on either a Wednesday or a Friday, I like to kind of get back on some of the boxing websites, that have some articles, or look around on some videos and stuff, just to kind of catch myself up to kind of what's been going on. And I stumbled across this article on one of the boxing websites, The Boxing Scene. Many of you guys know that. And the article says that Sullivan Barrera has accepted an Artur Beterbiev matchup for the IBF Title Eliminator, like a final eliminator. Winner would be mandated to fight the current IBF World Title holder, Andre Ward. But as you guys know, Andre Ward is contractually obligated to rematch Sergey Kovalev in a fight that should be happening sometime this year, but we don't know because Andre Ward talks about retirement and that whole mess of things. But it's not really about that. It's more about this fight, between Sullivan Barrera and Artur Beterbiev. Now, according to the article, there hasn't been a deal reached by, by either of the, the fighters' promotions, promotional outfits. Sullivan Barrera belonging to Main Events, Artur Beterbiev promoted by Jim. But they, like I said, according to the article, both promoters have informed the IBF that both fighters are ready and willing to fight in this title final eliminator. So that's great news, man, because it's a great fight. Both guys definitely would be considered top 10 light heavyweights, top competitors in that division. As you guys know, I think Artur Beterbiev is probably one of the meanest fucking fighters out there right now. Obviously, he hasn't really reached the peak of his career to where he's starting to get like the major fights. But just given by, just seeing by what he's done in the ring, man, he's a fucking excellent fighter. Sullivan Barrera, I haven't watched too many of his fights. I won't lie, I was a little bit unknown on Sullivan Barrera for a little bit. Kind of got into him a little bit before the Andre Ward fight happened. But from every, fight that I've seen, even in his defeat to Andre Ward, he seems like a really good fighter. And then, really solidifying that statement with his performance against Slava Shabransky. Very entertaining fight. It was competitive there for a second. Sullivan Barrera really separated himself and eventually got the knockout win over Slava Shabransky somewhere in the middle of the fight. So it's a great fight, man. Especially since both guys are obviously ranked at the, very top of the IBF sanctioning body. So these are the two best IBF fighters, ranked that the IBF has to offer to fight for a title eliminator. So that's great news. And it's very good for the sport of boxing. And it really says a lot about both guys, because both guys are a tough challenge, for each other. Some people may see Sullivan Barrera, pulling out another, what would be an upset victory against Artur Beterbiev. I'm sure there will be some of that. I'm sure, maybe even a majority of the fans might even favor Artur Beterbiev to win this fight, possibly by knockout. I hold Artur Beterbiev in high regard, but I also thought Slava Shabransky was going to beat Sullivan Barrera, and he proved me wrong, with the spectacular performance. So, I've learned not to put anything past Sullivan Barrera. So, with that being said, I really do like this fight. I really like this fight, and I hope that it gets made. 2017 has been looking like a good year with a lot of good matchups being made. The rematch between Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton, Dejan Zlaticanin versus Mikey Garcia, another fucking great matchup happening on the same night. Great matchups. Keith Thurman versus Keith Thurman versus Danny Garcia. Triple G versus Jacobs. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Wangek, or I think that's how you pronounce the name, Wangek, Rungvisai, Sor, whatever you want to call him. Very good matchup, So, and then you also got Curtis Stevens, David Lemieux, another great matchup. We just had James DeGale versus Badou Jack, another excellent matchup. Evgen Hitrov, Emmanuel Alim, another great matchup. Gervonta Davis versus Jose Pedraza, another great matchup. So 2017, we also got, depending on how you feel about this one, I know that people are very divided about how they feel about this fight, but we also have, which to the name excites me, Canelo versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., So 2017 is looking really good so far. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing. We also might have a unification match between Lomachenko and Jezreel Corrales. So it's looking really good this year, man. I'm very happy about 2017 so far. Very excited. So, hopefully a matchup like this can definitely get made, and hopefully we get the Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev rematch. You know what I'm saying? And the winner of that fight can take on the winner of this fight. It'd be a beautiful thing, man, especially for the light heavyweight division. So I hope everyone is excited as I am. Obviously, I'm not going to be too excited because there is a chance that this particular fight won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the promoters. If the promoters can't reach an agreement, obviously the fight will be heading to a purse bid. So either way, there's a good chance we'll get this fight. Hopefully, the IBF is I want to say one of the more stricter sanctioning bodies when it comes to mandating their fights. So at least that's what I've seen. But obviously every sanctioning body has flaws. But nevertheless, I pray that this fight gets made. It is a great fight. It makes total sense to me, and it'll be a real step up for both guys. So you know what I'm saying? Excellent fight. But let me know what you guys think about it, man. Would you guys like to see this fight? Are you guys excited about this fight potentially getting made as I am? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also subscribe to the channel, share the video with your boxing homies, introduce somebody to boxing. We have a great schedule so far. So if you can get somebody caught up, make sure they don't miss out on any of the action in 2017. A lot of significant matchups going on. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.